All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We're back with another video, and it's another sealed to revealed video. Now, you could argue this is also an unboxing as well, because there's quite a lot of goodies in this particular package. It has just arrived. It is Steve Hackett and Genesis Revisited live at the Royal Albert Hall. And this is a 3 LP set, and this set initially came out in 2014 on as a double CD plus a DVD. And this, of course, was recorded live at the Royal Albert Hall, London. This was during the second UK leg of the tour, and it was around the release of Genesis Revisited 2. So there's a couple of Genesis Revisited albums that Steve Hackett's done. Steve Hackett, of course, former guitarist with Genesis. And it's interesting with Steve Hackett, when he does Genesis songs, he's only doing songs when he was part of the band or during his tenure. So this follows suit. It also features a couple of guest vocalists, which is interesting. It's not listed anywhere, on the outer package, but this featured Ray Wilson, formerly of Genesis. Ray Wilson, the vocalist with Genesis, who was on for just the one album, Calling All Stations. He does Carpet Crawlers on here. And John Wetton, the late, great John Wetton, formerly of Asia and King Crimson. He sings the song Fifth of Firth on this. So this is a triple album set, and yeah, it's just arrived. Absolutely love the cover. And hype sticker here. This is an interesting hype sticker. First vinyl edition ever of this concert, recorded in October 2013. So yeah, this is the full show from October 24th, 2013, featuring a careful, more transparent 2020 remaster and fully dynamic vinyl mastering. This edition provides a whole new experience of this unforgettable show. So that's an interesting hype sticker. So as I mentioned, it's a triple LP set with 2 CDs and LP booklet. So that's kind of cool. So it features 18, I'm sorry for the glare, it features 18 Genesis songs. Lately, Steve Hackett's been doing kind of a mix of solo stuff and Genesis songs, but at this period, he was doing just Genesis songs, as I mentioned, during his tenure. So there you go, 3 album sets. So without further ado, let's take a look inside. Yeah, so I'm going to have to certainly take the shrink right off. Don't think I'll be able to leave the shrink on this triple album set. But yeah, I have certainly been enjoying Steve Hackett's live stuff, and he has been Steve Hackett's always been prolific, but he has been quite prolific lately with regards to a lot of live albums featuring, again, the solo mix with the Genesis stuff, and then also continuing to release studio albums. He is very prolific. Okay, the shrink's off, so here we get a better look. Oh, I think we've got stuff. Oh, okay. Interesting packaging. The LPs are simply placed just inside here like this. Wow, okay. So here's the better shot of the cover, and then the back, and then it simply opens up like this. But the LPs have all been placed just inside here. So there is spots for them to go into the sleeves here, but that's interesting that they've all just been placed inside. I don't know. So here is the gatefold, which absolutely captures it. And let's take a look at the vinyl since it's right out here. So yeah, all 3 albums have simply been placed just inside. And not too exciting on the sleeves, but great performances on here. Absolutely terrific performances. I think there's going to be a lot of difference in the presentation of the labels. Pretty straightforward there. I think you get the idea for that. So let's take a look at what else we've got inside here. So in the first compartment, we have the LP size booklet, which doesn't look too extensive, but there we go. So again, really nice pictures, nice photography. I think that pretty much captures what was available on the CD in terms of the pictures and photography. Okay, so that was in compartment 1, and then in the second half, we should have the CDs simply put into here, and we have, I think, both CDs and the one little. So it's just a little package like that, and yeah, it does feel like both CDs are in here, although they are separated. Actually, that's interesting. So they're actually separated inside. So we have CD1. We'll just take that out. There's CD1, and then there is a little, like separate separation in there, and then CD2 slips in like that. So they didn't pack those in together. That's kind of interesting. So they have CD1, CD2, and it's interesting that they provided the CDs, not simply like just a download card, that sort of thing. Okay, and I don't mind the download card, but the download cards are often for MP3s, which I am not a fan of sonically for sure. Okay, so there you have that package. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's going to be lots of listening. There's some great versions of on here. As I mentioned, like Ray Wilson's on Carpet Crawlers, John Wetton's on Fifth of Firth. On another Steve Hackett live album, John Wetton does Afterglow. But on this particular performance, he does Fifth of Firth. And this was, the highlight of any tour is playing at the Royal Albert Hall. And there's a few videos out showing sort of the behind the scenes, and it was just a great, very special concert. And I love his renditions of The Musical Box, Afterglow, I Know What I Like, Fifth of Firth with the John Wetton, Watcher of the Skies, and full-length version of Supper's Ready, which takes up all of side 5, which is just awesome. So really looking forward to enjoying this, Steve Hackett, and enjoying it on vinyl for sure. Now, I did get some VCLT locally, if you will. A good friend of mine, John, felt that I needed this, and I am glad he thought of me. This is the new Deep Purple album called Whoosh, and it looks like something's been blacked out here, but that's actually sort of the stylized title there. That's the hype sticker that I've just put on the case there. So this is putting the Deep back in Deep Purple, new studio album 2020. I believe this is the 3rd album in a row produced by Bob Ezrin, and I think this is a great album. So it's divided into Act 1 and Act 2, which I would assume it would be the way it's on the vinyl record. But on this, there's also a bonus track. So there's 12 songs, nothing too long in terms of there's no big stretched out, Deep Purple soloing, but it's got a great sound. I think Bob Ezrin does a really nice job. Some don't think he's best for Deep Purple in terms of producer, but I think it works out great. And the last track, or the 6th track on Act 2, is And the Address, which is actually the first track on the very first Deep Purple album, and it's instrumental, so they've done a reworked version of that, and so I thought that was pretty cool. But I mean, it's solid. Steve Morris, the guitarist, is fantastic, and Ian Gillan still sounds great, and Ian Pace and Roger Glover holding it down, and Don Airey is the John Lord replacement, and I think Don Airey and Steve Morris work great together in terms of the guitar and keyboards. Well worth checking out, or at least giving it a listen for sure. And a little bit of orchestration, not too much in the first track, Throw My Bones, and it works though. I think overall, I think it's really good. I've heard generally good reviews for it. So again, thank you, John, for picking this up. This is also available as on vinyl, and there's some various packages that you can get this. And there's also a CD, I believe CD and DVD or Blu-ray that features a fairly recent concert that's included on this. This is just the CD package, and the artwork's kind of fun. And the lyrics are all included. Now, they get kind of artistic with the lyrics on this, so it's kind of cool, but they're sort of hard to read. But a really nice picture of the band in here. And there you go, still rocking after all these years. Deep Purple and Whoosh. Okay, so that is going to wrap it up. I'm certainly going to enjoy Steve Hackett, Genesis Revisited live at the Royal Albert Hall. So thanks very much for dropping by, and we'll chat again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.